Okay, you can't go anywhere without hearing about the AI revolution, right? But let's cut through the noise. Beyond all the headlines, where is AI actually delivering value for businesses today? In this explainer, we're going to separate the hype from the here and now.
So you've probably seen this promise everywhere. It's almost science fiction, this idea of a fully autonomous AI agent. A digital teammate that can think, plan, and act all on its own to achieve goals. It's a really exciting vision for the future, for sure.
But is that future here right now? Well, according to some really interesting data from McKinsey, not so much. Take a look at this. In reality, fewer than 10% of companies have actually managed to scale up these true autonomous AI agents. That's a massive gap between the hype and what's actually working in the real world.
And that really brings us to the core of what we're talking about today, separating the buzz from the bottom line. So if it's not these fully autonomous agents, where is AI actually delivering real, measurable value for businesses as we speak?
Well, the answer, if you look at reports from places like OpenAI's enterprise division, is crystal clear. The market has voted, and it's voted for structured AI workflows. While those autonomous agents are definitely the long-term vision, it's these more defined, human-in-the-loop systems that are getting the job done today.
So let's start with the hero of the here and now, workflow AI. The best way to think about this is not as an autonomous teammate, but more like a superpowered, incredibly efficient process assistant.
So what is it exactly? Well, workflow AI is all about making the processes you already have even better. You're basically plugging some AI smarts into one or more steps of an existing business workflow. It operates within a clear set of rules to make specific parts of that process way smarter and faster. And what really makes it tick are these key characteristics. It works inside a structured process, its intelligence is very narrow and focused on a specific task, and, this is crucial, it almost always keeps a human in the loop for the important decisions. And because of all that, it is absolutely brilliant at creating consistency and efficiency.
Let me give you a perfect everyday example. Think about an HR leave approval system. The AI isn't running the entire HR department, right? It's just doing one thing really well. It's analyzing data, like who's on the team, what the workload is, and then it recommends approve or deny to a human manager. It just streamlines that one step, saving everybody time.
Okay, now let's flip the coin and look at the other side, Agentic AI. This is that autonomous teammate we were talking about right at the start.
Agentic AI is a completely different animal. It isn't stuck inside a step-by-step process. Instead, you give it a goal, and it has the freedom to figure out for itself what steps it needs to take to actually get there.
What really defines this type of AI is its autonomy. It's proactive, it's designed to solve problems in unpredictable situations, it can grab other tools like a web browser to help itself out, and most importantly, it's focused on achieving an outcome, not just checking off a task.
So let's just put it side by side to make it super simple. On one hand, you've got Workflow AI, your process assistant. It's perfect for predictable, repeatable work inside a fixed structure. On the other hand, you've got Agentic AI, your autonomous teammate. It thrives on chaos and unpredictability, with the human just setting the big goals and guardrails.
But here's the thing. Just understanding the tech is only half the battle, because even if you pick the right tool, like a great workflow, the real magic happens when you understand the human side of the equation. It's not just about what the AI can do, it's about how we decide to work with it.
And this quote from Professor Hella Lifshitz just nails it. If we just hand off all our thinking to an AI, we risk losing that feeling of ownership, that spark that makes us want to fight for our own ideas. And man, that is a huge threat to any company that wants to innovate.
And this isn't just a theory, there's data. A fantastic study with H&M showed this perfectly. Look at this first bar. When people could use AI whenever they wanted, their desire to champion their idea was only about 50%. But check out what happens in the second bar. When they were given just 5 minutes to think by themselves first before touching the AI, that number shot up to 85%. That initial little human seed of an idea is absolutely critical for feeling like it's yours.
In fact, research from Boston Consulting Group found that this leads to 3 different ways people work with AI. You've got the self-automator, who just copies and pastes and ends up making more mistakes. Then there's the centaur, an expert who uses AI to make their existing skills even better. And finally, the cyborg, who's an explorer, using AI to push their boundaries and learn totally new things. So, which one are you?
Okay, so this brings us right back to choosing the right tool. And to really drive this home, I want to show you a case study that proves just how game-changing a well-designed human-AI workflow can be.
Let me introduce you to IdeaNAV. They call it a GPS for ideas. Now, it's not an autonomous agent that comes up with ideas for you. No, it's a structured AI workflow specifically designed to guide a human innovator through that messy, complicated process of figuring out if an idea is actually any good.
Now, to really feel the impact here, let's look at the baseline. The old way of doing things, like using crowdsourcing to validate one single new idea, well, that can easily cost you $25,000.
Okay, you ready for this? Using the human AI workflow in IdeaNAV, that same process costs $27. I'm not kidding, 27 bucks. That completely changes the economics of how you can innovate.
And it's not just about the money. What about the time? The traditional method can take a mind-boggling 2,500 hours of people's time.
With the human AI workflow, that drops to just 5.5 hours. We're talking about a 99% reduction in both cost and time. This isn't just a small improvement. This is a complete transformation. It means a small team can now test dozens of ideas for the same price it used to cost to test one.
I mean, when you see numbers like that, it points to a really clear strategy, doesn't it? So what does this all mean for you and the path forward? Let's put all the pieces together.
The big takeaway is simple. It's all about using the right tool for the right job. Use Workflow AI to streamline all the predictable parts of your business. Make them faster, cheaper, more consistent, and then save that powerful Agentic AI for the truly unpredictable, complex problems where its autonomy can really shine.
I love how AI expert Andre Karpathy puts this. He says we're not in the year of the agent, we're in the decade of agents. And that just puts it all in perspective, right? Autonomous agents are the destination for sure. But the road we're taking to get there is being paved right now with these powerful, reliable workflows.
Which leaves us with one last really fascinating question to think about. If we let these AI workflows handle the grunt work, the map, the analysis, the validation, it frees up our brains for what we humans do best. So, where will our unique human creativity and vision decide to drive us next?